Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports, an April Fool's Day edition. Glad to have you with us. Alongside Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg, I'm Brian Anderson. We'll talk to Allie LaForce, who's on the sidelines as well. And the starting group for Chicago. We've got Miles Turner, Al Horford out there with Connect. Then it's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, and it's Jordan in at the 2. And for Houston, we've got James Harden, Zeke Naji out there with Sarr. Then it's Jaylen Brown, and it's Paul in at the point guard. Well, two of the best guards in the league going at it today, Grant. Is there a bit of bragging rights on the line?
You know, maybe not for the players themselves, BA, but the fans will absolutely use this game as evidence when they argue why their guy is the best. The Frenchman, s'il vous plaît. Taking flight, you gotta like Sarr.
Outside, SGA. Back to Connect. Horford, a screen on Brown. Here's Connect, and he drives in. It's rebounded by Jaylen Brown. And so it's Brown with it. He brings it up for the Rockets. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
A bit ago, Ime Udoka and I were able to chat. We talked about the challenges the defense faces when dealing with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He said once Shai gets under the arc, it's impossible to prevent a shot. He's too shifty. So we need to be ready to help off on the wings early and try and bump him out to the perimeter. Not easy to control the movements of Shai. Back to you.
And Allie, thanks. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Out to Horford. Wide open look. Good as the jump shot falls.
That's the advantage of playing inside out.
Harden against Jordan. Sarr with a screen on Jordan. Pass to Sarr. The 3 is up. Chicago with a rebound. Jordan inside.
Oh, my goodness! Disrespectful. Come on now, guys. That's flat out insane.
Hey, when's the last time you saw a jam like that?
And guys, it's going to be a long time before we see another one just like that.
And finished off by Sarr.
Well, you have to track Sarr in that action. He's so fluid for his size and does a great job coming off the pick.
The Bulls have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Up top, Turner. The 3 is up. Oh, and a great assist by SGA. That one goes in.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
And it's exceptional, the level of commitment that Ime Udoka has inspired from this Rockets team, Grant.
Yeah, I mean, he's a player's coach, but very demanding, and he holds everyone accountable. It's all about professionalism and purpose.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Horford, a screen on Paul. Now here's Connect. Pass to Jordan. 6 on the shot clock. Chicago needs to get off a shot here. And here's Horford for 3.
Always that
1 for 2 now. And it's Paul with the ball for the Rockets. Oh, stolen by Turner. Jordan inside, working up.
Oh, my! I mean, just hard on that one, B.A. Yeah, just a fantastic dime by Turner. He loves seeing big men like him be so unselfish.
Harden against Jordan. The drive by Harden. The kick out to Paul. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. Jordan inside, working on Naji. The layup off target. For Houston, they've gone just 3 for 7 here at the start. Houston working the ball around. Pass to Paul. Back to Naji. Just 5 on the clock. And here's Sarr. Turner covers. Harden, deep three-point land. The Rockets with another miss.
Yeah, and the defense really respects his shooting ability, and they showed it with that tight coverage.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's scoreless. And slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Now that's how you use the screen right there.
And it leads to a thunderous finish. That was nice.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
Here's Paul. Knocks down the 18-footer. Paul's got 5 points.
You know, Paul entered the league way back in 2005 at a time when we saw a lot more mid-range shots.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Horford. And here's Connect. Back to Horford. Now here's Jordan. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Whoop, there's the shot clock violation. So they'll turn it over. Paul against Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Naji, and he dunks it down.
And we've watched Brown evolve his game. Playmaking has been at the forefront of his development.
Now Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Jordan. Now Turner, guarded by Sarr. Horford, a screen on Paul. And looks like an illegal pick was set. That gets the ref's attention.
And that's 2 awful trips in a row resulting in turnovers.
The Rockets have gotten 50% of their shots to fall so far. They're 5 of 10. And SGA throws it down.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
What, you mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
The Bulls have gone 6 of 9 and finding their rhythm now. Outside, SGA. Pass to Turner. 5 to shoot. Gilgeous-Alexander into the lane. Lets the 3 fly. And it's Turner, that time on the assist by SGA. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 3 assists tonight. Rockets trail by 3. Right side, Paul. Here's Naji. Pass to Paul. Back to Naji from the arc. Gilgeous-Alexander with a rebound.
He had more than enough room to hit that. Just couldn't make it happen.
Jordan. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. And now about a third of the way into the season. You think it's too early to talk about awards, Grant?
You know, B.A., it depends on the award, if I'm being honest. MVP and Rookie of the Year, that's way too early. Well, you can begin to see the guys who are in the running for Most Improved or 6th Man.
And he makes the first.
Hey, although he's young, Jordan has already proven he belongs and he's here to stay. Athletic, creative. This guard does not lack confidence one bit.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. Hayes comes in for Naji. And it's Dillon Brooks in for Jaylen Brown. And both free throws good for Jordan. Rockets trail by 5. Pass to Sarr. And here's Paul. They double team Paul. And there's the whistle. That'll belong to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's his first foul of the game. Chicago on D. And Paul gets it to go.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Bulls leading by 3. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Hey, BA. The Rockets are very disruptive defensively, and Dillon Brooks said, we've got the personnel as far as length and the attributes to play defense, and we have the will and the passion for it, too. Coach Ime Udoka said, our mantra has been, see a play, make a play, unleashing those guys to do their thing. Brian, back to you.
They get after you. Thanks a lot, Allie. Here's Paul, following the 3-point basket by Chicago. Inside, Hayes, the pass to Sarr. Back to Hayes, from deep. Horford pulls it in. Chicago's gone 3 of 4 on threes here in this first quarter. It's hauled in by Houston. Well, Grant, you look at James Harden's capacity to generate offense. He is still at an elite level.
Yeah, a virtuoso with the rock. Even as he slows down, his ability to change pace keeps defenders off balance and creates for himself and others. It's just a thing to marvel at.
Now here's Horford. Offline with a three. Oh, it's stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Turner. Oh, and a great assist by SGA. That one goes in. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 4 assists in the game. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Bulls.
They've really been disruptive on the defensive end, forcing turnovers and turning those turnovers into points at the other end.
You know, they've also been very effective at running the floor. Just a ton of points in the fast break. It's been a big part of their success.
And Chicago has possession. The Rockets getting their last shot to go. Pass to Jordan. Deflected.
And as Sarr gets older, he'll learn how to use his length even more.
Now here's Hayes. Paul looking over the floor. Back to Hayes. Three-pointer. Horford pulls it in. Gilgeous-Alexander against Paul. Outside connect. And so it's the Chicago Bulls with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. Their key to consistency has been their dominance in the paint. They've been the more physical team. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And from what we've seen from Chicago, what's your take so far?
Oh, what I love was that first quarter was all about leaking out and capitalizing in transition.
Yeah, I like the way they play. They're looking to get up and down the court every time. Racehorse basketball here tonight. Strap it up. Don't look down. You'll miss something.
On the court right now, second quarter for the Bulls. Joe Harris out there with Trey Lyles. Then it's Bol Bol, then it's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, and it's Jordan in a shooting guard. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Picked his pocket. Here's Shed. Down low.
And Porter Jr. has a very high ceiling, especially when it comes to his scoring ability.
Personal foul. First team foul.
This is his first trip to the free throw line tonight.
You know, one thing about getting going at the free throw line like he has this season, it can continue to carry over.
That's good from Porter. All right, we've now got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. He's got a special report. Shams, it's all yours.
Well, with teams seeking switchable defenders, there's a specific player type that could be losing value, those smaller scoring-minded combo guards. You think of the Cole Anthony, Colin Sexton, Jordan Clarksons of the world, perhaps not as sought after as before with teams looking for positional size and versatility.
They'll be challenged for certain. All right, Shams, thanks for the report. Lyles, shot is good.
All eyes on SGA, so he kicks it out to the perimeter. Just excellent recognition.
Outside Porter. Shot clock at 6. Late clock. Houston's got to hurry. Fires for 3. Chicago with a rebound. Closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second. Richardson against Jordan. Harris outside. Back to Jordan. That one goes. Count it. And now a 9-point Chicago lead.
Operating close to the rim, very comfortable for Michael Jordan. He knows exactly how to capitalize.
Outside Porter. Brooks outside. Pass to Richardson. to Brooks. Here's Shed. Houston with another miss.
Well, I think that was clearly a force. He was a little anxious. Too much in a hurry right there.
To the inside. Here's Lyles. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
Houston shooting their third free throw shot of the game. And so Ime Udoka decides to call timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Houston making some changes. Najee, he's checked in for Brooks. Jaylen Brown comes in for Richardson. And it's Chris Paul in for Shed. Then for Chicago, Booker, he's checked in for Jordan. And Brunson is subbed in for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Well, he's a reliable scorer. He's an effective rebounder. He's improved defensively. There is a lot to like about Michael Porter Jr.'s game.
Brooks, he's checked in for Porter Jr. And Paul gets it to go.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
Here's Lyles. He's got 5. Cole finds Brunson. Cole, screen on Paul.
Yeah, with his footwork and strength, Brunson is difficult to contain down low, even though he's not that tall.
Chicago shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night.
Yeah, it's been a very frustrating season for them in that regard, guys.
Free throw good from Brunson.
You talk about a high molder, mental tenacity and toughness. Brunson wears defenses down, even when they throw different people at him.
Both free throws good from Brunson.
He's about as calm as you can be at the strike.
Rockets trail by 10. Here's Paul. Ooh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line.
Well, that was a savvy move by the veteran Paul, ensuring he gets fouled while taking that shot.
It's his first trip to the line.
And, guys, it's something that he's going to have to work on more and more because he's still not getting the kind of shooting percentage he would like from the line.
And the first one at the line is good.
And they seem to have taken a more heads-on approach this quarter, and it's getting them to the free throw line.
Yeah, I don't think it's an accident that aggressiveness correlates with playing better. So the aggressiveness is starting to pay off.
Sars checked in for Hayes. That one's no good.
You know, Chris Paul has probably forgotten more about basketball than most of us know. He's an encyclopedia of knowledge for the game.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Offensive rebound. Paul with the bucket.
At this point in his career, these types of scoring nights might not be typical for Paul, but he's clearly still capable of filling it up on occasion.
Now here's Brunson. Pass to Booker. Here's Lyles. Here's Brunson. Brooks with the
ball,
rebound.
Joe.
He expects to make every one of those, and we expect him to make them too.
Well, Clark, every now and then you run into a player like Dylan Brooks, epitomizing that junkyard dog mentality.
Yeah, well said, B.A. I mean, when he's out there on the floor, you're going to feel and see Dylan Brooks. I mean, he's going to mix it up with anybody and everybody. There aren't many guys walking around looking to be as physical as Dylan does.
He buries it from three.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Now here's Paul. 16 points for him. Brooks, the pass to Paul. Pass to Najee for three. Chicago with a rebound. Chicago with the ball. They're on a 14-6 run. Outside Booker. And the foul on Chris Paul. That's his first foul. Harden, he's checked in for the Rockets.
Team foul. In for Houston. Number 13.
Brunson with it.
James Harden.
Right side Booker. 5 on the clock. Bol against Star. Bol, no good. Rockets trail by 12. Outside Paul. Pass to Harden. Here's Najee. Bol covering. The shot by Najee, no good. Chicago has gone 2 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the second. Ooh, Brunson throws it down.
Okay, Brunson, a.k.a. JB, showing he's got some bounce, too.
Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
And play stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
And so Billy Donovan calls timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Chicago making a switch here. Connects checked in. Chicago with the ball. They're on a 16-6 run. And here's Brunson. 6 points for him. Lyles nails the wide open jumper. Lyles has got 7 points.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Paul passes to Sarr. Here's Najee. The three. It's hauled in by Jalen Brunson. Pass to Lyles. To the middle. It's stolen.
No.
And here we go. The Rockets in transition. And here's Sarr. Outside Paul.
Illegal.
Goes up on the wing. And he nails the jumper. Paul's got 7 points for the quarter.
He's giving them a spark because he can't win this game all by himself.
Brunson taking his time here. Outside connect. Shot clock at 5. Outside Booker. The three ball. Buries it from 3.
What a skilled long-range shooter. I mean, imagine if Booker keeps getting better from that range.
And so Ime Udoka decides to call timeout. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. He's checked in for Bol, and it's Al Horford in for Lyles. Booker against Harden. And stolen by Booker.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Horford, a screen on Brown. Pass to Brunson. 6 to shoot. The fadeaway. Can't get it to go. 2 for 4 thus far. Rockets trail by 17. To the paint. Najee passes to Paul. Bucket. He's now 9 for 11 after that one.
The scoring is coming easy for him. Got to keep the ball in his hands.
And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for the Bulls. They'll be hosting Miami for their next game. That'll be the first of 2 games on their home court. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Thanks a lot, guys. Well, Devin Booker grew up in Grand Rapids, Michigan, but around age 15, he moved to Moss Point, Mississippi to live and train with his father. Booker said, quote, "I understood the goal and I just embraced the culture and the inner city. They took me in. It was a really important time, and it was good for me." Back over to you, Brian.
Thanks a lot, Allie.
And this young kid, Brown, is an incredible athlete. I mean, part of why his teammates encourage him to attack the rack like that.
There's no way, man. It's no way.
Lets it go from 11. The rebound by Turner.
That one hurts. Point blank range, you've got to capitalize on it.
Shot's good by Sarr.
If that jumper could become a consistent option for Sarr, he's going to be a dangerous player in this league.
Outside Brunson. Pass to Connect. Launches it. Drains the triple. Connect's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
Backing up that last 3 with another 3. The defense has to stop giving them so many clean looks.
Here's Paul. Now Sarr. It's out of bounds. Last touch by Sarr. Left side Brunson. Turner, a screen on Paul. And so it's Chicago. A sizable lead of 14 at the break. And they've got a comfortable lead in large part due to their 3-point shooting. And don't go far. We'll be right back.
Welcome, everybody. And as we start to work our way through the season, a sneak peek at the Rookie of the Year race.
Yeah, these guys are already playing great. I like their futures, brighter than our shiny heads under these lights.
Ah, yes, to be follically challenged. Most rookies don't know about that yet. Now let's talk about that first half. What an impressive performance for the Bulls.
I obviously love watching them. Everyone enjoys good offense, right?
Yeah, played the right way. I can't think of a more beautiful game in all of sports. And that's it for halftime. Thank you for joining us. We send you back to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. Chris Paul having a dominant impact in this game.
Yeah, they've done an amazing job of creating room to operate for him. And then, of course, executing.
And you know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
James Harden out there with Chris Paul. Then it's Jaylen Brown. Then it's Alexander Sarr. And it's Najee in at the power forward position. So that's who's on the floor for the Rockets. Clock at 6. Turner, a screen on Harden. Here's Booker. The Rockets pull it in. Outside, Brown. Harden against Booker. Harden, the pass to Sarr. It's good. Off the assist from Harden. Sarr's got 8.
And another great assist. The offense is really clicking now.
You know, the defense has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
Now here's Booker. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Horford, a screen on Paul. Up top, Horford. Takes one from 10 feet. Horford gets it done inside.
You know, Horford combines skill and power with experience and smarts. And that makes him hard to shut down in the paint.
Go through me.
Good. We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Of all the accolades James Harden has racked up, what do you think he'll be most remembered for, Clark?
You mean aside from his beard, which is pretty impressive as well as his game? I mean, I think his scoring ability, the way he did it, he was one of the first to really kind of master that step-back 3 against good defense. His ability to get to the rim, draw fouls, and make plays for others. I think all of that is part of what we will remember about James Harden.
Sarr misses. Chicago leading by 14. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by in the third quarter. Gilgeous-Alexander looking it over. Horford, a screen on Brown. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Brown passes to Paul. And it's Chicago with a board. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 5 rebounds tonight. And now we're 3 minutes into this third quarter of play. Harden against Booker. Outside connect. 3-pointer. It's hauled in by Houston. Sarr's got his 4th rebound in this one. Pass to Harden. Back to Sarr. Harden finds Sarr. It's good. Off the assist from Harden. Harden's got 3 assists tonight. Now here's SGA. Second half here, and we're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Back to Horford. Chicago passing it around. Booker for 3. Drills it from deep. Booker's got 5 points now in the quarter.
The league will learn fast. You have to run Booker off his jump shot. He's lethal from just about anywhere.
Back to Paul. Good work defensively by Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Booker. Oh, he lost the grip and he missed the dunk. Rockets trail by 15. Harden drives in, down low. And a nice finish on the layup. Najee's got his 2nd bucket on the night.
Wow, they're really being taken advantage of defensively out there. No rim protection whatsoever.
Outside, SGA. Outside, Booker. Horford, a screen on Harden. Booker against Harden. Puts it up from 17. Booker missing again. For Houston, they've gotten 4 of 7 shots to drop in the third. Outside Harden. Pass to Brown. Back to Harden. Now here's Sarr. This one for 3. Yes, and a nice assist from Harden. Harden's got assist number 5 here tonight.
Yeah, still a developing part of Sarr's game, but he looked confident with that triple.
And so Billy Donovan calls timeout. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. Making a change here. Shedd's checked in, and a new group getting ready for Chicago. Bol, he's checked in for Turner. Lyles comes in for Horford. Harris is checked in for Connect. And Jordan subbed in for Devin Booker. Bol down low. Guarded by Sarr. Sarr pulls it in. Sarr's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Puts it up from 12. And the Rockets tack on 2 more.
And their offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
And so it's Gilgeous-Alexander with it. He brings it up for the Bulls. 17 points was their biggest margin. Here's Lyles. Gets the three to fall. Lyles has got 10 points.
Most any coach loves points coming off assists.
Rockets trail by 11. Pass to Najee. Here's Shed. SGA covering. Sarr with a screen on Jordan. Harden against Jordan. Harden misses. Chicago leading by 11. Jordan goes in. Rebounded by James Harden. Harden's got 4 rebounds now. And he gets the bucket. Harden's gotten his second bucket of the game.
Hey, it's typically a positive for this offense when he's assertive and looking to score.
Jordan, the pass to SGA. Now Harris fires the three. Shot's good. SGA making the play. Gilgeous-Alexander's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Pass to Najee. Here's Sarr. Bull covering. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It goes on Bol.
Well, defensively, against a young guy like Sarr, his size and energy can be overpowering.
All right, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Bulls.
Well, you know, they've been tremendous, I think, when it comes to sharing the basketball. You know, getting guys involved on the plays and creating offensive opportunities for everybody. Equal opportunity offense is fun to watch.
Also, they were ultra consistent from outside, hitting a high percentage of those shots tonight.
He's off on the first.
Obviously, Alexander Sarr's stature grabs your attention, but he's stronger than he looks, too. And that can be a pretty dangerous combination if he learns to use it right.
And you look around the league, 30 different organizations, each with their own cultures. What did you look for as a player, Greg?
Well, you know, B.A., winning always comes first. But after that, if you're looking at resources and how they care for their players, that's where teams are trying to separate themselves these days.
Here's Sarr, following the bucket by the Bulls. Houston working the ball around. Here's Najee. Gilgeous-Alexander with a steal. For the finish. Ooh, Gilgeous-Alexander turning on the Jets.
They're really in control on both ends of the floor right now, forcing turnovers and finding easy points while the other guys struggle to keep up.
Sarr down low. Bull on him. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call.
Yeah, communication breakdown. 2 guys thinking in opposite directions. The pass winds up in the stands.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. Hayes is checked in for Sarr. Michael Porter comes in for Najee. And it's Brooks in for Brown. Back to SGA. Takes the 3.
A little early.
It's hauled in by Houston.
Defense dodged the bullet that time. Total breakdown.
Pass to Hayes. 1:16 left in the third.
No.
And he drops it in from the low post. 1:07 left in the third. Chicago leading by 13. Lyles a screen. Harris outside. Pass to Jordan. 6 on the shot clock. That falls. Nice setup by Harris. Harris has got his 3rd assist of the night.
He's getting it done offensively, making winning plays at every turn.
Now here's Harden. Shakes him. And that's 2 points on the layup. Harden's gotten his 3rd basket of the night.
Boy, he sure can fill it up. You got to stay in his jersey.
Chicago has gotten 12 of their points this quarter from deep. 4 of 6. Lyles the pass to Harris. Good work there as it goes. Harris has got 8.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
Here's Shed. No points so far. On the wing, Porter. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And so it's Chicago in control with a 16-point advantage heading into the break. They just can't miss right now. Every shot they're taking, you assume, is going in. Back after this. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first three quarters. On the court for the Bulls. Bol out there with Trey Lyles. Then it's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Then it's Joe Harris. And it's Jordan in at the two-guard spot. And so here is Chicago after Houston's three-pointer on the other end. Lyles, the pass to Jordan. Here's Harris. And here we go. The Rockets in transition. Shed, that's good.
You know, overall, their shot selection much better here in the second half. We'll see if that's the case for the rest of the game, if they can keep that up.
Now here's SGA. Pass to Lyles. A little mid-range shot is up. And Chris Paul clears it away. Rockets trail by 11. Here's Porter. It's good. The assist that time from Paul.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Here's Jordan. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. To the wing, right side. Bol, good look. Good on the baseline, Jay. Bol's got his first bucket in this one.
And he couldn't get an easier shot. The defense right now just looks defeated.
Well, that's exactly the kind of defense that's gotten them into the hole.
Bulls leading by 11. Now Jordan. Pass to Lyles. Let's go with a 3. And that one falls. His 5th basket in 7 tries.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
Boy, it's been a 3-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
That will help them. Now is the time to get aggressive. They need to keep feeding him the ball and let him go to work.
And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Chicago Bulls. Harris outside. Takes a 3. Hits the trifecta. And the Bulls lead by 15.
Woo! That man is laser focused. Now, that's bad defense for a team that has a long way to go to catch up.
They look pretty demoralized to me, and that always shows through at the defensive end first.
And Ime Udoka has called timeout. He's looking to make some very important adjustments here. Checked in for Michael Porter. And a new group getting ready for Chicago. Miles Turner, he's checked in for Bol. Al Horford comes in for Lyles. Connects checked in for Harris. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Gilgeous-Alexander. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, during that last break I heard Ime Udoka as he talked with the team. He wants his team to be careful with the ball. He's not happy with the amount of turnovers they've coughed up so far. He believes if they focus on being more patient on offense, that will help cut down on the giveaways. Guys, back to you.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks.
And after playing professionally in France, we wondered what Saul would look like in the NBA. And you know, I think our question is answered.
Now here's Brunson. A look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by in the fourth. From deep, Jordan. 6 to shoot. Brunson passes to Jordan. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Houston making some changes. Najee, he's checked in for Hayes. Jaylen Brown comes in for Brooks. And it's James Harden in for Shed. Najee sets a screen. Here's a three from Paul. Horford pulls it in. Horford's got his 4th rebound in this one.
He had 1 3 in the first half, but hasn't had one since.
Jordan against Harden. Jordan, the pass to Brunson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Horford, right side. From downtown. Yes. And a nice assist from Brunson. Brunson's got 3 assists tonight.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
I think they're playing too soft on the perimeter. They can't stay so soft. They've got to get up into the shooters here.
Oh, stolen by Turner. And a pass break now for the Bulls. Jordan with the bucket.
Jordan sees the opportunity that time to get on the fast break and makes it happen.
Rockets trail by 16. Harden surveying the D. The kick out to Paul. There's the 3. Chicago with a rebound. Turner's got 4 rebounds now.
Not his best work at all. This is a quarter he'd rather forget.
And that one's good. Brunson.
Well, part of the game plan was to neutralize the crowd. And guess what? Mission accomplished.
And what's been impressive is that it's not been any one player. It's been a collective effort, contributions from everybody.
And it's in there.
Terrific design and execution, leading to an opportunity right at the rim.
Chicago leading by 16. Pass to Jordan. Back to Brunson. Horford, a screen on Paul. Brunson passes to Jordan. Lets it fly. And there's another one for Chicago.
Loses him with the bounce and doesn't look back. What a pretty move.
And here's Paul. 14 feet away. Jalen Brunson grabs a miss.
He's having trouble getting anything to go right now.
Jordan goes in. Oh, Howard!
Oh, wow!
That's straight up nasty right there. Jordan with the burst to get there and the vertical to throw it down.
Back to Paul. There's the triple. Chicago with a rebound.
He's hit a rough patch for sure this period. They need more from him.
Jordan against Brown. To the middle. Here's Connect. It's hauled in by Houston. Paul's got his 4th rebound in this one.
Sometimes it's just not your night.
Why would I jump to the side?
Picked up the slack. The playmaking of Harden just continues to evolve. He's so crafty with his passes.
And timeout is called by Billy Donovan. He wants their game plan to be crystal clear at this point. Now we have a chance to see our player of the game, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Offensively, his focus was lasered up. I mean, whatever scheme the defense was working, he found a way to work through it, locating quality shots whenever he got his hands on the ball.
Well, it didn't start out with him being in this crowd's crosshairs, but as the game went along, he kept pouring it on them. It's safe to say they don't want to see this guy anywhere near their arena for a long, long time. Inside, it's stolen by SGA. And that one falls. His 5th basket in 7 tries.
A tricky cover. Gilgeous-Alexander is a talented finisher inside.
Harden with a screen
Illegal.
on SGA. Baseline try. And the shot no good, a bit short.
He's trying to force his way into a rhythm, but that's not helping the team.
Grant, you look at some of the rule changes in recent years. Does it seem to you like coaches' challenges are here to stay?
You know, B.A., it does. And I think that's a good thing. You know, I can think of a few calls I would have liked to challenge in my day. So it's a nice option to have.
Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. Horford outside. There's 1:40 left to play in the fourth. Here's Booker.
No foul.
Can't get it to drop.
No
Good D
foul.
by Sarr.
Yeah, we're not used to seeing him get bottled up like that. Wow. It's safe to say they have dominated this game. The game wasn't even as close as the score says in a great win for the Bulls.
And you don't usually see this kind of blowout, but tonight they delivered the punishment.
I mean, what's so impressive is they never wavered in their approach. They just kept at it and showed they were without a doubt the better team.
And with this one, they go double digits in the win column.
And with this one all but in the record books, they set the tone in the first of what will be only 2 meetings between these teams.
It sure is. It's just 2 gamers since they're in opposite conferences. And you can bet they'll take the same approach right into game 2 that they had tonight.
And while there were some guys out there that played well, what really stood out was the production for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
He was superb as a facilitator, really orchestrated things offensively, created a lot of opportunities for ready shooters.
And guys, that's got to be the dagger. This is how you finish a game.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback diminished.
He was all alone on that one.
It's nice they found their rhythm here, but the clock is just not their friend.
Now they're playing with urgency. They could have done it much earlier before the game was out of reach.
Now here's SGA. And here's Turner from the arc. Nails it from 3.
They really came in with the right mindset today. I can guarantee you their flight home will be filled with some smiles.
Yep, to have a stress-free win on the road, very satisfying. The fans are already headed for the exits.
Harden from outside. He's off on that one. So it's the Bulls winning this one easily. Boy, this crowd has to be shocked by the way their team was dismantled.
Now, shocked and surprised. It doesn't matter what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to just waltz in and cruise to the type of victory like we saw tonight.
All right, to Allie LaForce with our player of the game.
Shai, you were using those long arms to be disruptive on the defensive end. What's your focus at that end of the floor?
I'm just trying to be as active as possible. And like you said, getting my length involved, something I've been blessed with, and I just want to use it.
That activity, that length was noticed. Congratulations.
All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. And that about wraps it up. For Grant Hill, Clark Kellogg, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson, thanking you for watching. And now let's take a look at our player of the game, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Boy. Stroking. 16 for 21. Finally had one of them games. I want to be like Mike. Boy, what a game, boy.
How many should I seen them all? Take a